So not everybody can do Gorp for trail mix, good old raisins and peanuts. It's not for everybody. So what am I doing for a trail mix while I'm on my AT through hike? Well, here you go. Hey guys, Todd here, and welcome to Hiking a Different Path. So this morning I am putting together kind of the trail mix that I'm going to use for a portion of my through hike on the Appalachian Trail this year. Now, you need to understand a couple of things about me. One, I've got some dietary issues that I have to be particular about, i.e. diverticulitis. Learn how to spell it, look it up, learn about it. No, anyway, so that's an issue. So peanuts, well, just certain nuts. Popcorn, I can't do popcorn. That's kind of a sad thing for me. There are times where I would kill a man to be able to eat a Snickers again. I promise you, I'd love to have a Snickers, but I can't because those peanuts and that Snickers are going to rip me in half. No lie. So I have to do something a little bit different. Here's a shot of what it is that I'm doing. And I know it looks kind of weird, but I'm going to walk you through all the stuff that's in it. And I'm not going to tell you that this is cheap. No way, no how. This is something that I did years ago on a section hike and kind of fell in love with. The other thing that you need to know about this is that usually my first week out hiking long distances, stuff like that, I just have a tough time at lunch. It's hard for me to eat at lunch. This happens to a lot of hikers. That first week or two, sometimes longer, it's just hard to eat in the afternoons or through the middle of the day to any good substantial degree. So that being said, breakfasts are no big deal, lunches are no big deal for me, but that lunchtime, man, that just really, really, really gets hard. And so using this as my lunch substitute, sort of, it's easy for me to eat. It's easy for me to enjoy. I don't get burned out on it. And then I'll mix it in with my meals through the course of the rest of the hike. I'll use it as a lunch replacement here and there, or I may just have it in my food bag that day. Have a standard lunch, but this will be something that I'll snack on through the entirety of the day. Again, more calories, more food, that hiker hunger in play at that point. So there you go. So let's walk through what's exactly in this. So let's just go through the basics of what's included in this. These Harvest Snap snow peas. These are a base component in this. This is kind of the salt and the crunch of what part of the salt and most of the crunch of what it is that I'm doing. Now, you'll notice I've got this in 3 different varieties. I've got black pepper, Caesar, and lightly salted. You don't have to mix this up. You can. I do that just, again, to have some variety. I like the black pepper, throws a little spice in there. The lightly salted is obviously lightly salted. It's kind of a mid-range component, and the Caesar has a little bit of a savory aspect to it, so that's really good. To that, you're going to add yogurt-covered raisins. We've got diced papaya. I love diced papaya. And this stuff from Delish. This may be a company you want to check out. They do bulk shipments of this kind of stuff, so you can buy it in 1 pound, 2 pound bags, so on and so forth. I mean, you can get big, huge bags of this stuff if you want it or need it. But these things, I mean, right out of the package, they are super, super tender. Same thing with the diced pineapple. Okay, and get the dice because it's a good size. It's good finger food. Okay, I also do chocolate raisins because I'm a huge chocoholic and I gotta have my chocolate. And raisins are going to be good for you, man. You need that. You need that fiber in your diet while you're hiking. Not going to get into a long conversation about people's BMs and pooping on the trail, but hey, you got to think about that stuff, guys. Okay, then I will do pistachios, no shells. Okay, love pistachios. Again, another salt component. of this. And I'll also do dried cranberries. Love dried cranberries. There's a nice little tang in that, and that's really good. And then lastly, roasted edamame. Now, I mentioned I cannot do peanuts, but roasted edamame has for me, this may not be for you, but for me, has kind of a peanut component to it. Tastes kind of like I'm eating roasted peanuts. And it doesn't mess with my diverticulitis. It is basically a legume, a bean, okay? And so that's good. So I'm all good on that. So that's all the components. Basically, I just dump all that into a huge bowl, and this is a very large bowl. Mix it up with your hands, get your hands in there all nice and good. And then once you're through getting that all mixed up, all I'm doing is just taking a simple measuring cup, 1 cup measuring cup, scooping it up and packaging it into these quart-sized Ziplocs. Now, I tried to use the little snack size, but they're just not big enough. It's got to be a quart size for me because that's a full size. That's a lot. Okay, trust me. There's a lot of calories in there. There's a lot of product in there, and I'll just take them, fold them over, get the air out of it as best I can, and that's how that's going to go in my food bag and be my lunch replacement. Okay, so get all that in there, get it all mixed up, and then scoop it up, pack it up, and enjoy. So if you're wondering how many of those that one batch is going to make up, that 2 packs, pound, all that kind of stuff is going to mix up, that pulls out about 20. That is 20 half-quart servings of that trail mix. So, it's not bad. That's pretty good. That'll go a long way, and I've got enough stuff to do another batch, so that'll be about 40 total servings of that that I can spread out over the course of, on average, 155 meals, days, whatever, something like that. So, hey, go figure. So that is what I'm doing for a trail mix for my 2021 Thru-hike attempt on the Appalachian Trail. You need to try it. Get out there and mess around with the stuff on it, though, man. You don't have to do it the same way I did it. If you can have nuts, put nuts in it. If you want more chocolate, put more chocolate in it. If you want whatever, get out there, play around with it, experiment with it, throw some other stuff in there, take some of that stuff out. But whatever you do, get out there and get something put together. Get out there and get out on the trail. Take a hike and love somebody along the way.